Okay, Brian, you mentioned it, a very different picture across the country here in terms of the weather.
Boy, weather always interesting, isn't it, Cedric?
Yeah, I'll tell you what an interesting season so far. Places like Kentucky, Tennessee seeing a little bit more snow than some of us here in the state of Utah. So it's pretty impressive. But I want to start out by showing you this beautiful photo here, the sunset sent in by Mike. And you can see, again, there's your sun going down, some nice orange in the sky, but it's the good orange, right? And then we've got some blue sky off towards the north and west as well. But we'll notice some more clouds on the increase in the next 24 hours. There's a storm system, a weak one, but a storm system nonetheless will begin to approach the area. So we're at 32 degrees currently in Logan, 35 in Ogden, 35 in Salt Lake City, at 33 degrees currently in Provo, 34 Hanksville, still 41 degrees in Cedar City, and 44 for our friends in St. George. So as you're going out for dinner plans this evening, yeah, you'll need the winter coat because temperatures will continue to fall from the mid-30s down into the lower 30s. We'll have some scattered clouds, but should remain dry out there for any of your evening plans, just a little on the cold side. Tonight, we bottom out into the 20s for most of us, so I think a little warmer than what we saw the past couple of mornings. By tomorrow morning, as low temperatures will likely be into the 20s. There'll still be a few teens in some of the isolated locations here, but for the most part, 20s will be a pretty good average to kick off your Thursday. Beyond that, we'll see these scattered clouds continuing to increase throughout our Thursday, but I do want to stress that I think for most of us, the majority of our Thursday will be dry. It's late in the afternoon and beyond where we'll have at least a chance of precipitation beginning to move into the area. But before that precipitation arrives, we're going to be looking at these temperatures climbing into the 40s for most of us and low to mid 50s across southwestern Utah as well. So as we look at your upper level futurecast, you can see we're going to have a very progressive pattern, which means we'll get a couple of storm systems every other day or so, but they're all going to be pretty weak. So the first one arrives as we get into your Thursday. Again, this one will bring us a chance of a few scattered rain and snow showers late tomorrow night, and then maybe into your Friday morning commute, we could have some snow showers across the northern half of the state. That one quickly moves away, and then it'll watch our next system, which will move in. That'll arrive Saturday night into Sunday, bringing us another chance of precipitation. That one actually may be a little more on the juicier side, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then this low pressure system makes its way in for Tuesday, mainly to our north, giving us a chance of a few more snow showers out there. So again, nothing that's going to be too big, but every couple of days we'll get a storm system in here, and that will help to keep the air kind of mixed up so we're not dealing with the big inversion. Let's talk about that first storm system and kind of time things out for you. Here we go as we get into your Thursday afternoon. Notice the clock there, about 2, 3 o'clock. We can start to see a few rain showers, believe it or not, isolated, light in nature across southwest Utah. And then as we go into the evening, notice there's not a lot of precipitation showing up across the Beehive State, but as we get towards your Friday morning commute, there's some indications that we could see a band of snow developing here right along the I-15 corridor. Of course, this will be between 5 and 7 a.m., which could impact the Friday morning commute slightly, but it's not going to be a lot of moisture. And notice this will be moving out of here by Friday afternoon into Friday evening. So as far as amounts go across the area, again, you're talking a dusting up to an inch along the valley floors, maybe a couple of inches for our higher mountains. But again, this is not going to squeeze out a ton of moisture. And notice the winter weather impacts as we get into your Friday morning commute on that limited scale. That's the very bottom of the scale, but still give yourself a little extra time. It may slow you down on some of the roadways. And then we've got a couple of more storm systems to track beyond that. But again, all of them looking fairly weak for now. So let's look at St. George, looking pretty good with some slight chances of precipitation. Otherwise, not too bad across the area. Otherwise, the Wasatch Front, we've got some active weather, but nothing too significant out there. But we'll keep an eye on those passing storms.